Hey guys, it's Declan here from the Markify channel, and today I have something quite special to share with you. So I'm offering a completely free Google Ad campaign management service to the first person who DMs me on Instagram saying the word win. Yep, you heard that right. Free campaign management, absolutely no strings attached. So go ahead, shoot me a message on my Instagram at Declan_Carl, and let's get your ads rolling. I can't wait to hear from you, and let's get into the video. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered how to get your products right in front of more people online, specifically how to run those cool product ads that show up when you search on Google? Well, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving deep into Google shopping ads. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up on the shopping ads campaign, which works, as well as some best practices to help you get the most out of your Google Ads shopping campaign. So we'll cover everything from what Google shopping ads actually are, to how to set them up step by step, and of course, I'll hit you with some tips and tricks on how to optimize your campaign for maximum sales. So let's jump right into it. All right, first things first. What the heck are shopping ads? And why should you care? Well, shopping ads are those super visual ads you see when you Google something like nice sneakers or red leather jackets. You know, the ones that show a product image, price, and your store name right at the top of the search results? It's essentially like a mini storefront on Google. Now, these ads are great because they give your potential customer a full preview of your product before they even click on your ad. That means they're more likely to click and, more importantly, buy from you. Whether you're selling clothes, electronics, or anything else, Google Shopping ads can help you stand out. But in the next bit of the video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set these Google Shopping ads up. So don't worry, I'm going to walk you through every single step right now. Now, before we even jump into the Google Ad campaign creation part of it, what we need to do is focus on Google Merchant Center. We use Google Merchant Center in order to upload a product feed. Think of it like a product catalog. It basically tells Google all your product information, your titles, your descriptions, prices, high-res images, and even more. You need, or Google needs, all of this information in order for it to create that mini storefront that I was speaking about earlier, which will pop up at the top of the search results when a user searches for products or services that you offer. So what you want to do is you want to first obviously create an account on Google Merchant Center. That's really easy. I'm not going to take you guys through that today. And then what you want to do is either connect your site to Google Merchant Center or upload your product feed. Now, in order to upload your product feed, you'll click on products and then you'll click on add products. Very straightforward so far. Now, you have two main options when you are uploading product information. You can either use Google Sheets. So with Google Sheets, it's quite nice because it can connect directly to Google Ads, owned by the same company. So it's much easier and offers a more streamlined approach to uploading product information. What happens here is every time you update product information on Google Sheets, it will automatically update on your campaign in real time. Or if you don't have Google Sheets, let's say you have Excel or you have one of those mega files that you store all of your product information in, very simple. Press input the link into this little box here from whichever file you store your product information in. And once you've done that, your product file is essentially linked to your Google Merchant Center. Now, once you have that linked, what you need to do is you want to head over to your campaign. And in your campaign, you can click on Tools, and then you can go to Data Manager. Why are we doing this? Because we want to connect Google Merchant Center to your Google Ads campaign to allow for that streamlined and automatic updates. Now, my Google Merchant Center is already linked, but if yours isn't linked, it will be right here under featured products. In fact, it will probably be first before YouTube. All right, now once that admin is all done, we can actually get into the fun part of the shopping ads campaign, which is obviously the creation part. For the creation part, I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying all these videos. Go to your campaign section of your Google Ads dashboard, go to campaigns here, and then you can click add new campaign. Okay, and with a shopping campaign, I don't see any other objective that you would set besides sales. Again, you have your conversion goals that you would need to set up beforehand that you'd input here. I have mine default set at purchases, which is a pretty good goal for a shopping campaign. And right here, we'll select campaign type. Obviously, we're going to be selecting shopping. Now, it will prompt you to link your Merchant Center to your Google Ad campaign accounts if you haven't already, but I have. Now, down below here, you have two options. You could either run a performance marketing or performance max campaign for your shopping ads, or you could run a standing shopping ads campaign. Essentially, if you're going to run a shopping ads campaign on Performance Max, you'll utilize Google's machine learning algorithms as well as all of their automation techniques that they use in order to target customers or do automated bid strategies. You'll also market across multiple channels of Google's partners. So this includes YouTube, Gmail. You'll have display networks as well, which will be marketing it. And you essentially leave this up to Google to market. If you're a more manual type of person and prefer more control over your campaigns, then a standard shopping campaign will apply for you. This allows for manual cost per click settings, setting your budget, setting your targeting all the way you want to set it, not the way Google wants to set it. We'll just leave the campaign here for now and we'll press continue. Let that load. Okay, now in terms of bidding, what I want to focus on, once this loads, hello, what I want to focus on for now is conversions. Now, what's the difference between conversions and conversions value? I guess it's quite self-explanatory. So conversions is essentially focuses on the number of conversions that you want to get in your campaign. So this would be where you set your bidding goal, and conversion value, the value of my conversions. Am I bringing in $50 for this product? Am I bringing in $100 for that product? We need to set that conversion value goal. But I'm going to stick it to conversions at the moment. You can also set a target cost per action. So for example, if I say I want a target cost per action of 50 Rand or $50, whatever currency you want to operate in, then that means, especially if you're using a Performance Max campaign, Google's going to use its machine learning tools in order to get one conversion for 50 Rand or $50 or less. And it will optimize the campaign and your bidding strategy to achieve that target, but it is optional. Once bidding's done, again, you can set up your location targeting, especially for shopping ads. If you have stores that you're trying to run ads to, then location targeting would be extremely important to you. If you have an e-commerce store, but you know that the biggest buyer market is, for example, in America, then you try to target people in America. I would suggest choosing specific countries, even if you are an e-commerce store, because some countries have better buyer markets than others, and some countries have different needs to others. For example, Americans could buy more Nike shoes, but people from Britain could like leather strap watches, for example. So you got to understand your target market before you set up your campaign, is the idea here. But once we set up our location targeting, I'm going to set the language at English and I'm going to click next. Okay, now here is the asset generation. Google will do this automatically with you, as you can see here through its, well, a generative AI system it's set up now. It looks at your website, it looks at your product feed, it starts to create descriptions, titles, it will draw images from your product feed or your website. As you can see, it's just use my website Markify, where I offer Google Ads management services. Or there's a team behind me that offers it with me, but it's drawn all of this from my website. It's actually really smart, and I can see here by these key terms that it's pretty accurate as well. Okay, now once you've done that, you can start to create asset groups. These are essentially your ads that are going to, this is a Performance Max campaign, remember, it will show you ads that are going to appear on YouTube, Gmail, Google Search, Display, and Discover. And it will show you exactly how it looks like through this right panel here, which is super, super cool. This is why, and it brings me to my next point, when setting up these assets or ads, whatever you like to call them, for your campaign, create multiple headlines. I'd suggest creating, for Performance Max campaign, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across all of the 5 channels it's going to be marketed in. But even then, I'd have more headlines than 5, so Google can toggle between different headlines across multiple channels using its machine learning algorithms. This, in conjunction with your long headlines and your descriptions, is going to tell Google what works best, what brings in the most conversions, since we've set that as our target. Okay, here you'd set up your images, you set up your logos, your product feed would pull into here. I haven't actually uploaded a product feed. I've just put in the link to my website. I don't have any products. And you can also add site link extensions in order to improve the real estate on your ad. This will improve your click-through rate to your ad. All of these things are super, super important. Call to actions, you can leave it automated. That's where Google creates the call to action for you. I wouldn't do that. I create my own call to actions. Depends on the types of products that I do offer. Okay. Now, also something to note, because if it wasn't a performance max campaign, if it was a standard shopping campaign, I'd only be advertising on search. So I wouldn't need things like videos, for example. So it depends on your goals and what you want from your campaign. That will tell you how to create it. But this is meant to be a framework for how you should act. You don't need to put in search themes. That's just for Google's automated system. And then you can also put in audience signals. Google can create audience signals for you. This basically allows you to create different audience segments. If you're running this for the first time, don't create audience segments. Let Google find that out for you. That would be my suggestion. Okay. And now once all of this is done, you're going to create your average daily budget for the campaign. When you're using a performance max campaign or any type of automated bidding strategies, your daily budget doesn't mean every day I'm going to spend $50. It means on average over the course of the campaign, Google will make sure that you're spending $50 a day. That's something really, really important to note. And then that's basically your campaign done. You're ready to start running your ads, hit launch on that campaign, and hopefully you'll get some sales from it if you followed my advice today. Okay, now let's go through some best practices now that I've shown you how to create the campaign. I'm just going to rehash what I said. First of all is you want to optimize your product feed. How do you do this? You want to create really descriptive, clear, and compelling, but keyword-rich product titles. So instead of saying shoes, try Nike Air Maxes, 270 men's running shoes. And then for product descriptions, you need to highlight benefits and features of your product here. Extremely important. Don't tell me about the product. Tell me what the product can do for me. Use natural language. Again, include relevant keywords, but don't stuff them. Then you want obviously high-res, high-quality imagery. This is going to directly affect the amount of conversions you get. I cannot emphasize it enough. And it's also going to affect your click-through rates, of course. Now, the next thing you should do is use negative keywords. Stop boarding on that negative keyword list. This is one of the easiest ways to avoid wasting money on Google when you come up for irrelevant searches. And this is particularly important for a shopping campaign. So let's say I'm trying to board a brand. We'll use my brand. Let's just say Markify sells shoes. I'm going to create a negative keyword list for Nike, and I'm going to include words like Nike, Amazon, Walmart, Adidas, because when people search for those things, they want to buy from them. They don't want to buy from me. I don't offer you Nike shoes. So there's no point in me coming up in those searches, for example. So a negative keyword list before that campaign's even running would be a great idea in order to save money. Last thing you want to do is you want to optimize and monitor your campaign. That's the other way around. Monitor, then optimize your campaign. Once campaign is running, don't set it and forget it. Remember to check your performance at least bi-weekly. Google gives you all kinds of data which you can download straight into Google Sheets. And here you can see what your products are doing in terms of clicks, CTR, impressions, impression share, conversions, and then start to make decisions about bid adjustments or creating another ad copy and A/B testing ads together. This will help you identify the ultimate type of campaign or ad or keywords that you should be running for your Google ad campaign. But that is me for today. I am done. Now you know exactly how to set up a Google ad shopping campaign, what the best practices are to follow, how to avoid some common mistakes. But please remember, DM me on Instagram at Declan_Call for free Google Ads campaign management service. I'll see you next time. Bye.